Hey babes, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Untitled, and thank you so much for tuning in. Today we've got a tutorial and I'll be showing you how I got my fluffy brows without using soap. So I'm going to take you through the tools that I use and what you'll actually need to create the brow. You'll see in the next insert that I say that you can use pomade or a pencil to fill in all the sparse spaces in your brows. I ended up not using that because I liked how it looked just with the glue and me just kind of brushing it out. So that's just a heads up. You'll see that I mention it, but I didn't actually use it in the tutorial. Yeah, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, click the notification button so you're the first person to know when I upload a new video. Okay, let's start off with what you're going to need. You're going to need some got-to-be glue. You can use the glue or the spray. I just prefer to use the glue. Concealer, spoolie brushes. I've got two. You can use one if you want to. I just don't like messing up this one because this is the one I usually use to just brush my brows up, and then this one I use what's this? I use it with the glue. So after I've brushed up my brows, I use this one when I'm applying the glue onto my brows. You can even see like it looks a mess. And then I've got a pomade for my brows to fill out all the sparse kind of spaces that are left once I've brushed up the brows and I've put the glue on it. Obviously I'm going to use a brush to do that. You can also use a pencil if you want to. I just prefer to use a pomade and not a pencil. And in all honesty, no, I lost my pencil. I can't find it. So yeah, I'm using the pomade today, but in all honesty, I pick and choose. Some days I feel like using the pomade, some days I feel like using the pencil, but today, I can't find my brown pencil, so this is what we're gonna use. Alright, first what you want to do is just brush out your brows. I'm gonna move closer, and don't mind me, I'm not gonna be looking into the camera because I'm using the camera as a mirror. So I'm literally looking at myself right now, not necessarily the camera. I know it's gonna be awkward, but hey, it's gonna work out in the end. So yeah, I'm gonna just brush that out as much as you can. I already like the shape of my brows, so I don't have much work to do, but I know some people would like tweeze this part so they can get that little arch, or like just shape them a bit better before doing this. But as I said, I'm okay with my shape. I'm okay. And then we're gonna get some got-to-be. I'm gonna put it here. You can see this is where I usually put it. Here you go. You want to take your other spoolie, or if you're using the same spoolie, take your spoolie, and then just gonna apply a bit. I like doing it like khanyane. I don't like dabbing the spoolie too much into the glue because I think it's sometimes really overwhelming, and then it just gets very messy because this glue thing does get messy, and then if you don't wipe it properly, it's just a mess, child. It's just a mess. So I've grabbed a little bit, and then I'm gonna just brush it into the brow, slowly but surely, till I get the shape I actually want. Can you see I'm focusing a lot on the front, and that just gives it a more natural look. Doing that, I'm grabbing a bit more glue to go into the middle. Just keep doing that. I also go back to the front. Khanyane. And you can brush it upwards, right? And then when you get to the middle, you can start brushing it backwards. But that's just a preference. It's a choice if you want to do that. It also helps with just the shape. I prefer brushing them all up, and then when I'm happy with them all up, I kind of like create that arch again. So you see everything is up now, right? But it doesn't look like there's like a proper shape. And one thing about me, my hairs are a bit longer in the middle and I don't like that. So what I'm going to do now is just do this. Do that to give it a bit of a shape. So just brushing a bit of my hairs and creating that arch. This is without loop. I'm still using the spoolie that I used, that I'm not necessarily used. I'm still using the spoolie that I dipped into the glue, but I'm not using any more glue on this brown. Yeah, I'm happy with this shape. Remember then to wipe off the glue residue. I forgot to mention this. You're also going to need a wet wipe, or what I'm using micellar water and a cotton bud kind of situation. Yeah, this is a very, very important step, because if you leave the glue like at the top or at the bottom, it's gonna mess up your makeup. Your foundation's gonna look patchy, and child, that's just not cute. That is just not cute. I know you can also use a Q-tip. I think a Q-tip is a bit more precise. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that to dry a bit, and then I'm going to go in with some concealer at the bottom. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer. It's in the shade Fawn. This is, Black Girl Holy Grail next to the Maybelline concealers. So yeah, you should use a brush, but me being the rebel I am, I'm not gonna use the brush. I'm gonna just use this, and it's really not hygienic, but child, I'm just gonna use it. So yeah. So you'd conceal your brows the way you usually conceal them anyway, because I feel like it's very hectic. Like, it's such a hectic look. Like, look at this, then look at my real brow. Look at my real brows and look at this. It's very like in your face, and they look bigger. So I feel like concealer is needed. I usually use my foundation to conceal the top of the brow, but I'll use the concealer. It's not a big deal, and I only conceal the arch of my brow. I don't conceal the whole brow. I just like the way it looks that way, because I don't know, when you conceal everything, it just kind of creates like a highlight. I don't know if it's maybe not blending properly or what, but I don't like that. So I'd rather just conceal the arch of my brow. Okay, now we just blend. I'm using my super mini what are these things called again? Beauty blender. I like it for my eyes because you really get in there with these ones, because it's like tiny. So this is the done brow, and this is the brow that's not done. Can you see the difference? Just looks more constructed, bigger, and can you see the kind of lift it gives my face? I don't know if you see it, but I can see it. Whereas this one is just plain Jane, not about you. Alright, I'm going to do the rest of my makeup off camera and then come back and show you the end result. I just think that these brows are so out there, and when you see them without any makeup on, you might think like, yo, why are they so big? Why are they so huge? Why does it not make any sense? I promise you, it makes sense, okay? Okay, I'll see you in a bit. So this is the end result. This is how everything kind of came together. I chose a very subtle kind of makeup look because I wanted the brows to be the main attraction, to be the showstopper. So no lashes, no eyeshadow, so everything on this area, you're just focusing on what? The brows. So here's a look. Can you see? Can you taste the fluffiness? Can you see what I'm talking about? I think these kind of brows work really well when you are doing like a young chilled kind of makeup look and you're not looking for a very sculptured brow. I think sculptured brows still work when you have like a proper full face beat, like a cut crease, you know, that kind of vibe. But when it's laid back, chilled, a fluffy brow does wonders, and that's why I really love them, because I'm a very chilled kind of girl when it comes to my makeup routine, when it's like a everyday kind of vibe. So yeah, that's it. We're done for today. That's a wrap of today's video. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, because it will help me. We are on the road to 100 subbies. Come on, 100 subbies, 100. Month end will be there. I trust and believe that by the end of the month we will have more than 100 subbies. So yeah, let's get to sharing, let's get to liking and all those good stuff. Thank you so much for watching again. I will see you in my next video.